Hey guys, John Springer back here with Guns and Gear, and today we're gonna answer a question that I see a lot on YouTube comments, and a lot of my friends ask me, my co-workers, people who know that I carry, they ask me, why appendix carry? And so today we're gonna go over that a little bit, and I'll explain to you guys why I chose appendix carry as the place to carry my firearm. The answer is pretty simple for me, really. It's twofold, I guess. It's one is it's the most concealable spot. Well, there's two. They're in the appendix carry and small of the back are probably the two most concealable spots. The downside about small of the back is when you bend over, or bend really at all, the butt of the firearm, the upper slide, is going to be sticking out, and it's super easy to get stolen from you. Somebody can easily come up behind you and take that from you, like if you're bending over and it sticks out in the store, and it's hard to get to. It's going to take you a while. And two is it's the quickest draw. So the appendix position with practice is going to be the quickest draw if you are starting off with a good stance. And like I said, it takes practice, and it may take a little bit for you to get used to the appendix carry position, but in my opinion, and again this is just my opinion, everybody has their own opinion, and I'm sure there's going to be comments on here about how the appendix carry isn't a good position because the gun's pointing straight at your dick the whole time. And well, the answer to that is no, it's not. If you position it correctly, it's not pointing at the boys down there. It's off to the side, and it's going like in a groove. It's hard to explain, I guess, but if you get it in the correct position, you're not flagging your junk with your gun. So I guess we'll go over the concealment part. This is just a regular t-shirt, definitely not too big for me. It barely goes halfway down my upper arm. It's tight, and when I stand up, my gun does not show super obviously. Sure, if you turn, the butt of the gun's gonna stick out a little bit, but non-gun carriers aren't really going to see that. I carry pretty much everywhere I go, and nobody has ever come up to me or approached me and asked me, are you carrying a gun right now? Because people are so oblivious to their world that a little bit of printing, which for anybody who doesn't know what printing is, it's where your firearm kind of shows through your shirt based on either it's sticking out a little bit, or if you're wearing like a very transparent shirt, I guess that would be considered printing too. For me, it doesn't matter. My state allows open carry, but for some states that don't allow open carry, printing can be a big deal because they'll consider printing the public display of a firearm, which if your state doesn't allow that, then maybe you'll get in some trouble there. So research your local laws, rules, regulations to make sure that if you are printing, there's no way that you can get arrested for that. But for the most part, appendix carry is the easiest carry to conceal. And different from the small of the back, if I bend over, it doesn't reveal my firearm, it doesn't pull my shirt up above my firearm so that you can see it. It in fact hides it more if you bend over. As for the comfort part of it, it takes a little bit to get used to. Just as with anything, if you change position of a gun, any new position is going to take some time getting used to it. But once you get used to it, it actually becomes very comfortable. My gun, if you wear your pants at a normal level and don't sag them super low, your gun is going to be above your waist, which is where your body's naturally going to bend, right? So if you take this pen, for instance, if, let's say, here's your bend point for your waist, if the gun's resting here and you bend, that's not going to work so well. It's going to dig into your stomach or dig into your legs. But place your gun up a little bit higher just by simply pulling your pants up a little bit, and you sit, and the gun doesn't have to bend. trust me, the gun is not going to bend, so it's going to be uncomfortable. So my biggest tip for the comfort part of appendix carry is to just pull your pants up a little bit, wear them at a normal level. And on to that second point of that it's the quickest draw. When you're standing in a position, the front of your body is going to be the most accessible place, because your hands are going to be either at your sides, let's say, or they're going to be in front of you if you are, having your hands like crossed in front of you, or even just if you're just like, let's say for instance, you're getting mugged or somebody approaching you, or you're in a situation where you don't feel comfortable. Like naturally, like my hands are going to be like down here, kind of in a protective stance, ready to go anywhere. And it's the same like if you're a boxer or something, your hands are going to be ready to protect you. So for concealed carriers in the appendix position, when my hands are here, it's as easy as grabbing my shirt, getting that master grip on my gun, drawing, punching out. Or if you're in a tight situation, you need to, drawing and shooting while you're punching out. Also, one of the pros for carrying in the appendix position is, let's say you do get yourself into a sticky situation. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the videos on YouTube of don't draw on a drawn gun. And those are videos basically of police officers or regular people that have a gun already drawn on them from a criminal, and they go to draw their gun and end up getting shot. So sad videos, your discretion is advised if you choose to watch them. But one of the dead giveaways that you're going to draw the gun if you're carrying it, let's say in the 4 o'clock position, or for me it's going to be my 7 o'clock position as a lefty, or if you're carrying small at the back, or even if you're carrying on your dead side, a big giveaway is the turning of the shoulders. So let's say I'm carrying back here and you're in that situation, somebody has a gun and you're standing there, maybe they're looking at somebody else, they're not paying attention to you, so you see your opportunity to turn the situation, or at least attempt to. A dead giveaway that you're doing something is you rotating your shoulders, because you're going to have to sweep with your support hand and you're going to have to draw with your weak hand. You're already back here now. That's not good, because your weapon's out of the holster, but it's still not able to stop the threat. You have to swing back around to get to be in a place where you can stop the threat. In the appendix carry position, whether your hands are up, whether your hands are by your side or in front of you, it's no shoulder movement. You can easily just draw your cover garment, get your weapon out, and punch out to the target. So that's my take on why it's a quicker position to fire from. And if you're into competitions or anything like that, you just want to go have fun out at the range, once you get used to the appendix style carry, it is super quick to just draw and shoot, because the gun's already in the front of your body. Like I said earlier, no shoulder movements, no twisting of your back. The gun is ready to punch out and to hit the target. As for the safety aspect of it, it's really just the same as any other holster, whatever position you're going to be putting it in. You always want to make sure that your holster is clear. So whether that be your cover garment, or if you have any foreign matter, like maybe a shell casing got lodged in your holster or anything, you always want to verify that it's clear before you put your weapon back in there. In the appendix style carry, it's actually a little bit easier, because literally I just lift my shirt up, lean back a little bit, so that way it pushes my holster out away from my body, and look down, verifying my holster is clear, and putting my firearm back into the holster. Also, of course, as with any gun, anytime, exercising good trigger safety, keeping that finger outside of the trigger guard, until you're ready to shoot. For positioning it, get it at your 1 o'clock for being a right-hander, get it at your 11 o'clock or so if you're a left-hander like me, and that keeps it in a comfortable position where it's not digging into my thigh, it's not pointing at my junk, it's just riding there. You barely notice it once you get used to it, and it is safe. So if you guys have any questions or anything, please let me know. If you have any hate comments, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. I will try and respond to them and make sense of my decisions if you don't understand it to you. And to each their own. This is just my personal opinion. John Springer, Guns and Gear. Stay safe out there. Hey guys, one thing I forgot to mention while I was making that video is that if you like my channel, like my videos, and would like to see more, please like and subscribe. The more subscribers I get and the more likes my videos get, the more views they get, and then maybe some companies will start to recognize what I'm doing and maybe giving me some deals or some free stuff, and that just equals more stuff that I can review for you guys and get my feedback back to you guys. So click that like button below and subscribe to the channel, please. Thanks, appreciate it.